mention the eggs.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the kitchen. I'm Bryony.
And I'm Tracy. So if you're watching us live, please give us a wave or click like. I don't know why I'm doing that. Click like. And please put your questions or any comments in the feed below, and we will answer your questions at the end of this cooking segment. So, Bryony, today,
Yes,
what
Tracy.
are we cooking
We
today,
are cooking
Bryony?
cheesy green fritters and a little tomato salad. So
Yeah.
a really simple
I
meal.
love this.
Lunch, dinner, breakfast.
I love a
Yeah, they're
good
so
fritter.
good.
Love a good fritter. So I'm starting off with some eggs in my bowl. We've got some beautiful Charcoal Springs pastured eggs here, which obviously will make these fritters shine. Look at the colour of the yolks. That's right. I just
Yeah, we've been
every
getting lots of
time I
comments
crack an egg,
about the colours of the
really very
yolks.
exciting. So a couple of eggs. I'm going to grate a zucchini here. So, Bryce,
I'm wilting some spinach. I've got some butter melted in here. Just going to wilt some spinach so that we can drain it and get the moisture out of that. And as you can see over here, I'm also cooking some bacon because, well, everything's better with bacon, isn't it?
I love doing this.
This
on
is
these
bacon
things.
from the butcher, so
Brett's bacon.
Brett's bacon.
Brett the butcher's bacon. We're just trialling it out. Smoky bacon. I think maybe what are you on?
6.
Number 6. I think perhaps
Go
think
up.
it would be nice crispy.
Yes.
Wouldn't it?
Well, it's gonna
Let's get it crispy. When you're using anything new as well in the kitchen, you're not really 100% sure exactly how it's going to cook. But he's got some nice thick rashers there, hasn't he? I think he makes it himself or something, but it looks amazing.
It
So
smells nice and smoky.
I
too.
have grated the zucchini on the mandolin.
Yeah.
And so it's sort of quite sort of chunky. Otherwise, zucchini can be a little bit watery, can't it? And that's a little bit boring if it's a bit watery. So in goes that. We've got some grated vintage cheddar. So try and get some cheddar with actually some flavour in it. Even if you're doing this for children and they don't particularly like tasty cheese. Still in here, do you reckon James would eat it if it was vintage cheddar in here?
Oh, I don't know. It's got green bits in it and it's mixed
Oh
together.
yeah. Well, I've said
We
that
have
no
some
one
issues.
will notice the green bits.
Well,
no
I'll take one home tonight and I'll try him.
Tell him I
on it.
cooked it because
Yeah.
he might eat it. If you say that you cooked it, he
Uh-huh.
probably wouldn't eat it. You know what it's like being a mum. I've been there, done that. A little bit of milk as well in here.
Yes, Tracy. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm just paying-
Just wanted her
what
to
you-
pay attention to
I'm
me because I haven't been with
cooking
her all
bacon and
morning. So
spinach.
I'm sort of like, she's been on the computer. I've been filming a show. So the other thing we're going to put in there are some peas. So these are those little McCain's
Did you drain them?
peas. Yes, I did.
Oh.
McCain's peas. You know the baby ones that have been
Baby pea Australian.
plucked from their mother's tendrils at a young age. But they're frozen and they're really beautiful.
And we've just covered them in some boiling water, so super simple to...
Yeah, so as the boiling water as the peas cooled the boiling water, they defrosted and they are ready to go. So we also need, I think it's about a teaspoon at least, I would say, of... Can you remember what's in the recipe?
I think it was 2 teaspoons of
Yeah, I was going to say,
salt,
I think
2 pinches of...
one is not enough for
Not
me.
enough.
And a good pinch of pepper. And Bry's got the spinach.
Yeah.
And the only other thing that I really want to put in here, is
Really?
flour. And that's going to pull it all together, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so we're just-
that's looking quite nice. That
Yeah.
smells really nice and smoky, doesn't it?
It does. It's very
Smoking.
smoky. So
Thanks,
draining
Brett.
that off and you're going to...
Brett the butcher, he needs
chop
to
that
know
up.
that we're doing
Brett
this.
from Reed's Butchers.
In Applecross.
Applecross.
So if you're watching from London or Amsterdam or Toronto or somewhere else in the
Tokyo.
world, I'm so sorry. I'm sure
Don't-
you'll have a Brett somewhere, but not in Applecross Village because it's in Perth. So you do need to get that
Liquid.
the water. Liquid
Well, that's from
out
the
of
butter,
here.
which you're cooking it in butter is going to add flavour, but also then sort of draining it off with the liquid from the spinach. Sorry.
Do you think this will be well chopped?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, I'm just
like
going to
that.
turn off this
Just one more.
heat on the bacon. And I've got my
Right, so not impressed.
keeping
Okay,
my
I know, I'm
pan
coming.
hot. I just want to move on, you know.
Been there, done that.
It's chopped.
I'm having some fun,
Yeah.
right? I
And-
know you haven't got anything else cooking apart from your
No,
bacon,
I've
but
turned
I'm
the
having a
bacon
whale
off
of a
now
time with this.
too.
So I'm going to stir this around like this before I put the flour in, because otherwise it will go all sort of lumpy together, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you do that
And
at home, Brian?
Yes, of course. And you want to combine all that wet ingredients before you add the dry.
Correctamundo.
Okay.
So you could even put some, you know, finely chopped up bits of broccoli in here, couldn't you? Anything
You
green.
could. Would you cook that first?
Nope.
No. And so any
I'd
sort of
love a bit
greenery.
raw broccoli.
And also
Any old house plants that you've got lying around.
and a bit of a
Greenery.
succulent. The other thing was, I was going to say feta you
Yes.
could use instead of cheddar.
Yes, definitely.
But cheddar, like kids like the sort of cheddar flavour better. If you're not cooking for kids, then whatever cheese you like, really.
Here we are, Bri, I've done it.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm
Welcome.
going to heat my pan up again.
Shall I take that lid away for you?
Sure.
That help?
Get some
While Bri's
Oil
frying those,
in.
I'm going to make the tomato salad.
So I want a little bit of oil in there, covering the bottom of the pan. Oh, bit of spinach floating there. Floaty spinach.
So fritters... Oh, go on.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just going to say, fritters remind me of when I very first met Anthony,
Oh, does it?
the cameraman. Yeah.
Well, how does it remind you of him?
Because being on a farm, Anthony's... he used to use his well-seasoned wok occasionally. You do that because it's a bit of a long story.
I was
'cause otherwise
engrossed in your
Were
story.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
I'm
gonna
just
happen?
waiting for my oil to heat.
Oh, okay. So when we first met, he had a well-seasoned wok, and I thought, oh, this could be the man for me. And little did I know, 28 years later. But he also used to cook a mean lamb fritter. Sounds disgusting, doesn't it?
Lamb
But you
fritter,
know,
that's
on a
interesting.
sheep farm, I know we had lamb. I was going to say
Everything lamb.
coming out of our ears, but that's not very nice, is it? So we had like leftover roast lamb, and you make a fritter mixture with just. It was a farmer's one. It had no vegetables in it whatsoever. It's just meat and fritter, so egg and flour and stuff. And
Right.
we used to have it with tomato ketchup in those days, and that was a
Nice.
fantastic meal cooked for me by Anthony, the cameraman, while he was trying to impress me
With his
Never happened to
well-seasoned
us.
wok.
with his well-seasoned. Well, I just have not. He hasn't cooked a fritter in years, I tell you. You're going to have a word to him about
Is
that. I
his
think.
wok still well
No, his
seasoned?
wok's long gone as well.
Oh, dear.
I know. Might have
So
thrown
I've
it away after I never got
during
any.
that fascinating story,
Oh.
I've used the 1/4 of a cup measure and got the fritters in, and I've used the back of the cup measure then to squish it down so they're flat, so they cook more evenly. And just a bit of colour on one side, and then I'm going to flip them over
And meanwhile, back at the ranch,
back
I'm
on the
cutting-
sheep farm.
back on the sheep farm, I'm cutting up my tomatoes.
Yeah.
Tomatoes are starting to grow, aren't they? Not in my garden, they are.
Are
Yep.
they? That one's could have done a bit longer, but
So
and some
it's
chives.
fairly exciting if you are a gardener to see tomato plants sprouting all over the garden, from cherry tomatoes or last year's tomatoes being sort of chucked around the garden, and they've just self-seeded. So yeah, we've got lots of.
I've got a
tomato
tree in my
plants that's
backyard that
coming
I'm
up.
still not quite sure what fruit it is growing on.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's like
We'll just have to
miscellaneous
wait.
fruit. Yeah,
Might be a fruit salad tree.
fruit
Be
salad.
interesting. A little bit of salt on our tomatoes, a little bit of pepper on the tomatoes. You can put other things in here. You can get some more green stuff in here if you want to, and add some avocado. You could add some sweet corn.
Oh, there's my stray bit of spinach now. It's stuck to my tongs.
And so I'm just going to add 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. That was 2.5.
which is awfully good for you.
Apple cider vinegar, some Cobram extra virgin olive oil.
So all measured accurately, I see.
Yep. And I'm going to miraculously produce a spoon from there. And it's as simple as that, really.
Yeah.
What I want with this, you know what this, can you remember where this idea came from to do this? We were talking
Kids.
about,
Oh, zucchini slice.
And we were going to do like vintage zucchini slice, because I would do zucchini slice, which from the Women's Weekly, you know, years and years ago, probably everyone's got that recipe somewhere. And then on top of the zucchini slice, I would actually put a tomato salad with maybe some olives in it as well, which is really nice, because the zucchini slice got corn in it and ham and zucchini and flour and etc. etc. And then we went, oh, let's just do fritters,
because the zucchini slice obviously takes a bit longer to cook, and we want to do
action at
dinner
the stove,
within
sizzling.
Dinner in under half an hour from start to finish, sort of thing.
So I'm just waiting on Bry's fritters now.
Waiting on my fritters. Well, that one's looking good.
But
there.
the bacon is looking lovely. Thank you, Brett. If you ever watch this, thank you, Brett, for your bacon. We're going to have to tell him to go and watch it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because that smells absolutely beautiful.
That's
looking
right.
nice.
That's it. It's getting some nice colour.
So to test whether the fritters are done,
I was just giving them a little touch to get sort of firm before they were still soft in the middle.
Yeah.
But I found with these ones with the cheddar, it's still quite...
It will be a bit soft, won't it? And that's why we've called them cheesy green fritters, because of the cheddar in there. And the cheddar does sort of, it's just nice and melty.
Nice.
It's just nice and
melty.
melty,
Put that straight on. It's a bit, maybe we need some
Do we need
paper
a little
towel.
bit of paper towel?
Needs a bit of a dab.
This is a great one to get the kids to cook, you know. It's not that hard, is it?
It's not that hard.
Mix
Sounds
it all up
messy
in
to
the
me,
bowl.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it depends on how
yeah,
old
oh,
the
well,
children
absolutely.
are,
Sorry.
as
I
well,
always go
doesn't
to a
it?
7-year-old cooking in the kitchen, and it just...
So you can put
worries me.
different cheese in here. You can put different vegetables
Veggies.
in here. A bit of corn in there would be nice too.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just think it's really nice. But you can serve it with a lot of, you know, a lot of different things. Sausages.
You love serving things with sausages.
I know.
don't
I
you?
don't know. Sometimes it's just like you put all your energy into lots of lovely sort of veggie things.
Veggie
and
stuff,
then
and
just
then
go
serve it with
well,
sausages.
nice homemade sausages.
Oh, well, if you've made
are
sausages...
very lovely. So
or Brett's.
Brett's preservative-free sausages. It's getting a good rap,
Yeah.
Brett is, isn't he? I've got no utensils. I'm just
Here
sort
you
of
go. Do you want some
winging
tongs?
it with my hands. It's quite hot, so that's okay.
Get
So
my oil drip.
we thought that this would be really nice. Crispy bacon. Oh, Bri, I'm excited.
And if you want eggs,
I just want to cover all of those
like
lovely fritters.
breakfast, you know, a poached egg on with bacon and a fritter. Reminds
you
me
can certainly
of...
do that.
I used to love those Bubble and Squeak.
Oh yeah, delicious.
This is pretty much the same thing, isn't it? Bubble and Squeak. And
Well, yeah, Bubble and Squeak's
half
more
the
sort of
fritter.
leftover sort of stuff. I just love that vinaigrette on the fritters as
yum.
well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's mine. Don't know what Bri's going to eat.
well, this batch.
but but there you go. Shall I try a bit to just check it?
Yeah. I'm just about to turn in my next batch of fritters, and these would freeze easily as well, wouldn't they? So
Crispy outside,
soft on the inside.
oozy cheesy,
Oozy gooey.
oozy cheesy inside. Absolutely delicious. with
Excellent.
crisp bacon and tomato salad. So enjoy.
And
So next week.
next
Do
week...
we know what we've got?
Okay, you
This
let
is
me
the
think about
hardest
that.
question. Pork
Yeah.
rye. I always put her on the spot, don't I? We've
Pork.
cooked it. Pork
Porpetti.
polpetti. So,
So
little
we're doing
pork,
pork
meatballs
meatballs,
with a lovely salad
roast vegetables.
and lentils. But
Yeah.
do not fear, the
And-
lentils are delicious. So
Yes,
it's a
with
really,
green
really
French lentils. Or
lovely salad
Yeah.
to go with that. They look just as nice as your first one, so
Excellent.
that's good. So if you've got any questions, please post them below, and we will certainly answer them. If you are watching this after it is live, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching live, thank you very much for watching. It's really nice to know that you are there. Cameraman's just checking on something.
I think we've got a
Have
question.
we got
No.
just a
Hello.
hello? Oh, hello, Deb. Haven't seen you for ages. Lots of love.
Hello, Janet.
Hello, Janet. Nice to have you.
Oh, and Julia.
Oh,
Hi.
Julia. Haven't seen you since the weekend.
I haven't seen you since 2 days ago. Excellent.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. I'll pop the link to the recipe now beneath this post, and hopefully you can enjoy this, if not this week, perhaps next week. You might have been organised already. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday.